Yeah, I'm Dave Bryon, CFO of First Light Fusion. This is our mission statement, solving fusion power by the simplest means possible. Simple is cost-effective, simple is deployable, simple is a way to deliver fusion. Because fusion's hard. It's hard to do. Investing in fusion is also hard. Where do you place your bets here? It's often very capital intensive. It's a very confusing space, very technically driven. But First Light, we think we can simplify this for you. We have a low capex play, which means a lower cost play, therefore, with a huge potential market at the end of it. So yeah, we think we're a simple play and portfolio play in inertial confinement fusion. So First Light is Oxford University's fusion energy spin-out. Over the past decade, we have been building a world-class team. We've been building world-class shock physics facilities to do our experimentation on. And we've been building world-class simulation and optimization software as well, which results in our world-class amplifiers, which we think enable us to be the portfolio play in inertial confinement fusion. I'm not going to go into the different kinds of fusion, but I will draw your attention to one point here. Most of the money in the fusion landscape has flowed into magnetic confinement fusion, but there's a big result in 2022 at the National Ignition Facility where they demonstrated that inertial confinement fusion, you can get net return on energy from lab conditions. And lab conditions are power plant conditions. We know inertial confinement works. Why do we care about fusion? We care about fusion because it is the ultimate source of energy in the universe. Incredible energy density. Just a single glass of water is enough deuterium in that to power your home for a year. One of these has the same energy equivalent as a barrel of oil. And fusion has all the benefits of nuclear without those downsides. It is a deployable technology. And we need a deployable baseload technology because we think there's going to be a huge gap in the market out there. Despite all those amazing innovations we see around us, we think there is going to be a clean energy gap. And this gap is going to be huge, and it needs to be filled with something that is not a fossil fuel. We think fusion can fill that gap, and we think this market value is going to be enormous. And you don't need to take a significant percentage of that market to have a very, very valuable business. And our part in that market will be selling our technology-enabled fuel, our amplifiers, into that market space as well. Yes, so what do these do? Well, in simple terms, or in physical terms, they boost the power in the system. In economic terms, they reduce the requirements of the power plant, both on the driver side, the spark plug that puts the energy into the system, and on the fusion island side, how they take the heat out of the system. These amplifiers make fusion, inertial fusion power, cheaper. And we know they work. We know they work. Back in 2021, we've demonstrated fusion using these amplifiers in our own shock physics facilities back in Oxford. More recently, we've traveled out to Sandia Labs in the USA, who have the world's most powerful and energetic pulse power device. We went there and we smashed the pressure record on their devices. They loved it so much they want to buy our amplifiers for doing their materials testing science on there. And most importantly, the results from that experiment matched our simulations. We've got predictive power with our codes as well. So we're confident that this will scale into power plant technology. And what this enables, which I think is also unique in the fusion energy space, is that it can use a range of ways to put that power into the power plant, which means we can partner with a whole load of people in the inertial confinement space. When I say we're a portfolio play, that means that we can work with all the existing players, the legacy devices, the lasers and pulse power machines that are currently doing fusion now, but we also enable other players into this space using driver devices that currently would be subcritical for fusion, but we can bring these people into play with us into fusion as well. So yeah, we focus on the target. This is our revenue opportunity. We work with partners on the driver side. We work with partners on the fusion island side. This keeps our capex low. It keeps our costs low, which means our funding requirements are much, much lower. And if you want to play in fusion, yes, you can do magnetic confinement fusion, but you also want to do inertial confinement fusion. We're out there raising £60 million for our Series D to build these partnerships, both on the driver and fusion island side, and to develop our targets, which are our unique thing, which we think enables fusion to be delivered. Thank you very much.